I've done a lot of videos on some of the best arcs JoJo has to offer, but not all of them are perfect. This has been requested quite a bit, so in a special video I'm going to look at some of the arcs that don't work quite as well. Enjoy! Time to start off with the low-hanging fruit, the Sun arc. The sun really isn't that interesting a stand, as literally all it does is stay in the air and make everything really hot. It is a threat due to the heat being deadly when people are in it for too long, but it's not really in the same intensity of, say, Death 13 chasing after you with a huge scythe, or Pet Shop's ice bolts. Sure, the sun does have lasers, which is kinda cool, but it's never really used in a way to attack the cast, only keeping them crammed under rocks. Seeing everyone sitting down watching the sun doesn't make for an interesting episode, and it isn't that creative. We also get no personality from its user, Arabia Fats, which just makes the entire fight pretty forgettable as a result. While there are other arcs where the antagonist has no personality, their ability is normally interesting enough to make up for it, and the same can't be said here. However, this arc isn't that bad in the manga because the entire arc is only 2 chapters. The first chapter is just the cast messing around essentially, which helps to break up the constant fighting, and then the second half is a confrontation with the sun. Now, how long does this arc last in the anime? An entire episode! Having only 2 chapters in an episode is absolutely abysmal pacing, and in the animation company's determination to adapt every last piece of part 3 it resulted in them doing this, which really made this arc suffer. Instead of having it be a fun little change of pace, it just made the entire thing irritating as you wished the cast would hurry up and win already. FYI, most part 3 episodes are 3.5 chapters long, and most part 4 episodes are 4 to 5 chapters long, so you can see how sparse the Sun episode would have been with just 2. Definitely one of the low points of Stardust Crusaders in my opinion. Another arc which I don't like too much is one that a lot of people have a problem with, the Yo-Yo Mama fight. The user, D&G, had been sticking around for quite a while considering he's a minor antagonist, so it was interesting to see what kind of ability his stand would have. This makes it all the more disappointing when Yo-Yo Mama kinda sucks. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I honestly can't understand half of the exchanges that take place during this arc. Props to Araki I guess, cause the idea of a seemingly helpful enemy stand is a new one as far as I can remember, apart from Dragon's Dream. As a result though, extremely dramatic tone shifts happen seemingly out of nowhere throughout. One moment the stand is being shot in the head and the next it's polishing Jolene's shoes? What? I assume this jarring effect is for comedic purposes, but it didn't work for me. The acidic power the stand possesses is genuinely interesting though. It's quite simple, but you'd think that Araki would be able to use it to good effect because of its destructive potential. The way Jolene is incapacitated is pretty cool, and the stand finally starts to seem menacing as you see its true objectives come through. Up until this point I was still enjoying the arc, and I was hyped to see Yo-Yo Mama fight Anasui. The thing is though, the fight essentially gets resolved in the first punch. Sticking a frog inside of the stand is completely wacky, and I do like it as it demonstrates the versatility of Diver Down well. That being said though, the fight between the two of them was resolved so quickly that it feels really anticlimactic. If the fight was more intense, I probably would have liked the entire arc far more, as my lasting impression of the arc isn't a good one because of it. It really is a shame that Anasui couldn't take center stage for once. So there you have it, those are 2 arcs that in my opinion don't work. I have a more in-depth video on the problems that JoJo has in the works, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.